Hello, this is Timo, and this is the second part of the video about the LEGO catalog of the second half of 2024. Like I was already mentioning before, I cut this video again in two parts because it's just too much to talk about, especially with a LEGO catalog of 150 pages. So yeah, let's just continue where we were. So we go to the middle, where we ended up last time. And yeah, we ended up in Lego City. And yes, until now it was not really like city stuff. It was more like a space, ocean, and this is a fire department thing. So maybe this is a bit getting to city stuff with a fire station. And we see here like a plane to stop the fires in the forest. I think the plane looks quite like almost like one piece, like a Duplo plane. I think the entire front is just one piece. I think they have a different color scheme with the fire department, with also yellow introduced, which actually is a nice thing. I remember always the Lego fire trucks and everything was always like red with a bit white, but now they also introduced this yellow. And then there's something that you actually have to, I guess, take out of the Lego catalog. Okay. Which certainly has quite nice designed scale model sets. It's just a totally different thing. I also don't know why this is just an inlay. Yeah, probably it has a reason. Like an extra inlay, like a flyer. So there's also like real cars, like Corvette and Chevrolet, and I think it's a Porsche, Land Rover. So it's also, I guess, like licensed again. Okay. Still don't understand why there's this highlights. Okay. Yeah. This is just a flyer inside. Yeah, let's just, I guess we have to forget about this and let's just continue on the other half of the page. And then we have airplane and trucks, a huge construction truck, and I see immediately that the scale is very different from the old days. The plane looks like I guess it's like 8 studs wide instead of 4 studs. And also the truck, they all scaled it up a bit, which maybe is nice. Yeah. So airplane, a truck where you can load cars on. This one looks really nice. Looks really nice designed. This bulldozer. A crane. I saw a video about this crane, and the weird thing is that it's very big, very giant. But it has no joints. You cannot. It's just one piece. So if you go if it makes goes in a circle, then it's very weird. Normally those trucks either they have movable wheels or they just have they're made out of 2 pieces. Okay. Lego City. More Lego City. Police department. And I see they moved with the police department. They moved to a new color scheme, also like blue and white, which is actually what I was mentioning in the previous video, no, the video before this video, when I was still building the coastal rescue base, which is actually has exactly the same colors, but with a different logo on it. And then I was actually mentioning that in some countries you actually have police with those colors, and there's the evidence. Just basically changed the logo of the rescue department by the police department. The police station looks, yeah, it's actually quite small. Just basically a wall, not very deep. And there's like a parcours, I don't know what it is. To train the police with climbing and jumping and ziplining, okay. And there's a jail. Looks a bit like this jail, yeah, I see also the bridge of San Francisco, so it must be like Alcatraz. But the difference in this jail is that this jail on the back side is totally open. So I don't know why they are still there. The inmates, they could already have been gone, all right, if the back side is just open. So it's a very flat jail. Yeah. All right. Okay. The Lego cars also changed in dimension. They got like 6 or even 7 studs wide now, I see. There's a truck. Again, they do the same trick, like making the sets looks way bigger than they are. I think they use a wide angle lens and then they trick it a bit with Photoshop, I think. I mean, if they even make pictures, I mean, maybe it's just like that they just only use 3D models from the computer. It's also possible. There's a treasure car here, which looks nice, but again, quite big pieces. There's a camper, looks nice. This mobile burger bar, burger truck looks nice. This tractor looks nice. Yes, I saw a video about this. It's a kind of truck with for people that like to go do gaming. It's horrible. I'm sorry. I'm just I'm not a gaming type. But I think if you teach kids about gaming, I don't think it's a good thing. They will find out anyway on some later time that about computer gaming, you know. I don't think it's something that you have to teach them. So this is a totally wrong set in my opinion. You have to teach them to play more with Lego, you know. Like actually now you teach them, I should not play with Lego anymore. I should just go to the computer and just hide behind the screen gaming the entire day. There's a double deck bus, which looks nice, like a tourist, like this tourist buses that are annoying the other residents of the city. Helicopter looks also again quite big pieces. I don't know. Oh yeah, I saw something about this train. Oh, okay, this is interesting. This is all the Lego trains. Yes. They narrowed it down a lot. So I would like to see like a couple of more pages of Lego trains, you know. I don't know if that's just not a thing that kids like to play with anymore, like Lego trains or trains in general. Yeah. So what you have is like a passenger train, a freight train, and you have like a streetcar, like a tram, which is more like kind of metro or something, subway, because it's just, I don't know. For me, a tram is always integrated in the street, you know, it's just in between the cars. To me, that's a tram. Looks more like a metro or like some suburban transit, like a city train. There we have a harbor. I also saw a review video about that, and yes, looks way bigger than it is. I mean, if you have a container ship and there's only 2 containers fitting on it, that's not really a container ship. That's more like some small boat that is just bringing some containers to the big ship, you know. I don't even know if there's ships. Yeah, of course, if you have a small ship, but I don't think there's like container ships only made for 2 containers, to contain 2 containers, you know. And it's a really weird set because actually it's a harbor with container yard, and then there's just like a beach restaurant beside it, which would have been way better if it would have been 2 separate sets, you know. And then we have like a kind of slide or like something snowy where you can get off with all kind of things, like with skis and with a snowboard and with a motorcycle, and all right, and that's on a building. All right. I mean, it's very creative, but okay. Hey, we had another thing like this, another set like this before, with all these different colors. I don't know what to think about it. Okay. And then we have, yes, I know this street system that Lego introduced, I think a couple of years ago, replacing the normal base plates with streets on it. And it's interesting because just before we saw that actually the cars got bigger, the trucks even had like 8 studs, and they totally don't fit on this street system, because this street system is still designed for 4-stud wide cars. But this is awful. I'm sorry. Yes, I can also give my opinion, right? Because this just looks awful. It's called City Center, but please, this is only City Center in a Looney Tech world, you know, like in Looney Tunes, in a Looney Tunes world, you know. It's just like, doesn't make sense. I think even for kids that like a lot of colors, it's just like still. Okay. All right. So this is the city in Lego City, and it's there's some kind of roller coaster with a robot in the middle of it. This is not anything related to a city, but okay. A half pipe. Okay, this is maybe a nice set. A half pipe with skaters, and there's again a quite weird building. It's not that weird like this one, but it's also okay. It's just very simple also, just straight, and no beauty, too less beauty, you know. Okay, that was Lego City. So Lego City is not really a city anymore. It's just like a city with very strange buildings. That would you like to be back in the city again when you would see those kind of buildings? Ninjago. So I know this used to be like a theme that was very popular with super nice big sets, but now I see here only like kind of like hybrid robot animals again. Okay. The dragon looks maybe nice also. Yeah, it's nice, the dragon. And this robot is also, and this is totally, I don't get it what this is actually. A cars with wheels in all directions, right? Yes, some sets I really don't understand what I'm actually seeing, and I'm not sure if kids see it on a different way, but okay. And this is just a lot of action figures, partly built, brick built, and partly just smaller or just... This is okay, this is a kind of rock with a tree growing out of it, and I think it's supposed to be like a kind of moving animal tree thing, rock with stuff on it. Okay. All like this kind of action figures, brick built. This one looks maybe a bit nice, but I think it's also just not my thing. I think this also just what's going on here. All right. So I remember I saw one time a video, a review about a Ninjago set with a nice big city or something. But I guess that's just not anymore, because I see here tiny pieces of a city. A super ugly, a super ugly car. This fighter jet is maybe nice. Animal with just like things sticking out all directions. I don't know. And again, this graphic design is just too much, in my opinion. Oh. So now we just suddenly switched totally to Animal Crossing. It looks just like, almost like Duplo. I have no idea. Why is this not in the start of the catalog? It looks for a totally different age category. This reminds me a tiny bit, because it's like these interesting minifigures. It reminds me a bit of this Fabuland. It was a bit before my time. I think it was in the early 80s, but I'm not sure about it actually. But yes, it looks a bit similar. But I'm not sure if Animal Crossing is like a license, if that's like a kind of cartoon or something that I don't know about. But the design of this, I mean, the houses look funny, but the designs in general are a bit like simple. Super Mario, of course I know Super Mario. I mean, it's like late 80s, right? But I mean, of course, this brand, this franchise still exists, because I don't think there was any more popular brand or computer games. But of course, there was like an entire franchise around it at some point. And of course, they still are continuing with that. And here you can actually, I saw this before, you can make your own levels with it, with your own, all the parts of the level, you can collect them and you can make your own parcours, you know. And this Mario is like a kind of thing you can, you know, like a figure with I think it's a chip inside and it reacts on, I think, like magnets or something. I don't know how it works exactly, but interactive, you can play with it. Yeah. There's more Super Mario. This castle looks nice. This castle looks nice. And this is a kind of train. Maybe there's something out of the later computer game versions, updates that I don't know about. But of course I know these little figures. I recognize them from the game. The game I know is from the 8-bit Nintendo. It's actually funny because I don't see the name Nintendo anywhere written. I only see Super Mario. I guess it's like a brand on itself. Okay. This is King Kong or Kong. Donkey Kong, yeah. I also remember that. That already was there in the 90s also. Yeah. Lego Builder, what is this? Lego Builder. An app, you can download an app. Okay. All right, apps. Yeah, there's Minecraft, I know about this also. And I think this is you know already that I'm quite bad with computer games because it's just not my thing. But I know Minecraft is a game where everything is just by purpose, just very squared, you know. And then they have this license, this Lego license of Minecraft, also having these squared sets. And I don't think I like it. I heard that it's like they have a lot of classical bricks in it. So for people that like to have this classical Lego bricks, it's a good thing. But yes, but it's just not so pretty. I think you only like this when you're also into this game. Yeah. So I don't know what to say about this. And there's a lot I see. But this squared thing, I don't know. I have nothing with this. And you have a lot of characters you can collect there, I see. Okay. Minecraft, yes, and I just don't have any idea about what it actually is, and I never played this game, so I'm sorry. I cannot say a lot about it. And then we have the Despicable. I don't know if they are from Disney also, or which studio produced that movie. I think I saw a part of the first movie because there's a lot, right? There's a lot of this movie, a lot of sequels. Yes, so I also don't know a lot about this movie, but let's see the build and this house. Okay, I guess in the movie it's also a bit like strangely shaped like this. But yes, so it's also very difficult for me to say something about it if I just see it like this. And I don't know if it's representing really how it looks like. And this car, yeah. I mean, this functions to open it like this is a bit, I don't know, strange, but like here, how it is, it's looking nice here. Sonic, I think this is also like a very old thing from Sega, from this computer game also. I remember that. And they have some kind of thing that you shoot it and then it's going in a loop. Okay. I'm curious how that works, if that works well or not. And that's all Sega. Sonic from Sega. But I think Sega is also dropped, like Nintendo. I don't know. But sure. I'm sorry, this car looks just also like quite awful. More Sonic. Yes, but the sets, I mean, look at this. This is like, it's quite, I don't see any design there, you know. And they try to reproduce a bit what's probably in that game, but I'm pretty sure that in the game it looks way better than this. I mean, it's not such a squared game, right? Like in Minecraft. And then we have Jurassic World, which I know, of course, like Jurassic Park, you know. I like the, you know, when it's brick built, you know, the skull here. And then this is also brick built, this animal, but here they are just complete molds. And yeah, and this quite big car, like 8 studs, I think it is. I mean, they totally don't fit on this Lego City Street system. But yeah. There's more Jurassic World. It's basically just the dinosaurs that you can buy, all these different complete molds. And yeah, so you basically buy here like a set, like this one. It's mostly about the dinosaur, and then you have a little car with it. This looks a bit like the headquarters in the first movie, Jurassic Park. But again, I don't see any depth in it. It's just a wall. This car is very nice. This is from the first movie also. I mean, actually, here's Jurassic Park written, the 30th anniversary. So that's actually, this is all from Jurassic Park, the movie that I know still. But yeah, this car is very nice. This, where most of the movie took place in this car, and then the T-Rex attacked it and everything. So then we have Harry Potter. I don't know a lot about Harry Potter either. But I know it's very popular, and of course then also Lego has to do a license with it. Because that's what Lego also is doing, right? The last years. Doing all this licensed themes and for movies, and lifting a bit on the success of these movies, of course. Yeah, I mean, this castle looks nice, but I don't know at all if it's something, if it's similar to the movie, or there's just a plant in it. Yes, I guess this is why you have to see the movie, because this plant is probably important in the movie. It's a very a character that has a very interesting scene, you know, with a lot of drama. And it looks a bit like Gollum from Lord of the Rings. I know Gollum, but I guess this is not Gollum. It's also a fantasy movie, but yeah, I don't think they exchange Gollum. think Gollum is more something from the Lord of the Rings. There's even more Harry Potter. Okay. This deer looks nice. The buildings are a bit like okay. But there's like a thing in a movie, like in the movies they always use the set, you know. Those are not real movies, they're just like walls, and that's a bit like represented here, like because I see these buildings and they're all like quite yeah. I mean, this is just like really like a wall with nothing behind it. Yeah. And there's even more. A lot of castles, but I think they look bigger on the picture than they actually are, I assume. With the previous experience we already have in this catalog, that they trick you a bit. Okay. Then we suddenly have 4+ again. It's a bit chaotic. If you make, because in the team we had before with 4+, then you also had licensed sets. So why they don't put this Batman team, not just with the other 4+, or I don't know. So in the 4+, it means it's just simplified, you know, it's a simple set, simple designs, not a lot of pieces. Now it's just slowly just suddenly showing up again, this 4+, okay. And the Batman, I don't know if this is related to, I think this is a Joker that was not the Joker before. I think this is just like, also like anniversary or something, like with Batman. Just the different Batmobiles. Yeah. Okay. And then we have Marvel again. We already saw it before. Yeah. I mean, this spaceship or whatever it is, it looks... And a fox, like a fox, action figure fox. Okay. The spaceship has a nice shape, I think. Looks also quite big, actually. But then you have to pay 180 euros. So, but I was saying before, I should not check too much on the price, because it's mostly anyway quite high, the price. And Marvel. Yeah, I don't know a lot about Marvel. I saw one movie, actually, a friend of mine, she brought me there, and then I didn't really know what it was. And I think this entire movie was just one big CGI, everything, you know. It's just too much. In different dimensions, in different perspective. I don't know, like everything was just so... Yeah, fantasy. Okay. Again, more. A lot. And you know, I'm thinking, you know, like we saw in the first video, we saw the Lego train. It was just only one side, like one page. And that's just a sad thing. Why they cannot also just dedicate a bit more to trains, you know, Lego trains. I did also a video about the 9-volt and a 12-volt Lego train systems, and then there was this 12-volt system which was in the 80s, and it's like... For Lego trains, it just went downwards a lot. Spider-Man, a lot of Spider-Man. Yes. Just go to the next page. Indiana Jones. This is what I know, because they already have like 5 sequels probably. Okay. The car is nice, the plane. But this is a bit, I don't know. So there was like just 1 page of Indiana Jones and then Star Wars. Oh my god, I'm expecting now the rest of the catalog to be Star Wars, because I know it's just a huge part of Lego today. And I don't think I even saw, I'm not sure if I can say it loud, but I never saw a Star Wars movie. I saw just parts of it, and then I was like, oh my god. It just looks like a big dress-up party, you know? And it's just not my thing. But let's look a bit at what they offer in the Lego Star Wars. Okay. Again, some action figures. All right. A lot of these stormtroopers and lightsabers and this. I think the part of Star Wars that I saw was actually included with this annoying robot. I think it has wheels, and it's just driving around all the time and complaining. This is what I remember about this little part of Star Wars I saw. I would not like to have a robot like that. Not at all. Well, okay, let's continue. Okay. A lot of stormtroopers fighting with lightsabers. Okay. And then we get the Star Wars ships, spaceships, which I think is maybe the best part of the movie, because they have sometimes quite nice designs, you know, a bit like this 70s style. But yes, so the design is nice. For example, this one I like. This one is a bit weird. This one is like a vertical flying object. It's weird. I think this is my favorite. This just looks like a Rolls Royce flying around. A long stretched car with no wings. Yeah. Okay. And a lot of stormtroopers, everywhere stormtroopers. I know this one. Yes, I've seen it before. This is color-wise nice. Yeah. I'm sorry, Star Wars fans, but I don't feel any connection with this. I feel connection with you because you're watching my video, and I'm very happy with that. But please don't feel offended if I say that I just don't see I don't understand this thing. I don't understand this entire Star Wars franchise, and in my opinion, it's just like a money machine, you know, and all these people are just taking part of it, you know, all these fans, and they just buy everything, and they buy, and money, you know, just like a big money machine. I think there are just other things, like other movies or other things in life that would also maybe deserve a bit of that attention, you know. And I just don't like it when people tend to focus too much on one thing. And that's still fine, but it's just like really a bit extreme with this Star Wars thing. And it's fully infiltrated in Lego, you know. And I think it's also a bit too much, but I don't mind if it's not if it doesn't have a consequence for Lego trains, for example. I think because there's so much focus on Star Wars that these Lego trains, you know, maybe the Lego trains would also have a couple of more pages. If yeah. But anyway, Speed Champions, I know what it is, and I think they started with little cars and they got bigger and bigger, and I think now there are like 8 studs already, white cars. And this is also like, of course, it's also all licensed. Like all these cars are just. I saw a video and someone was saying like, yes, but if they don't do this license stuff, if they don't have to reproduce, like make it look like that one, then they could put way more creativity to make nice sets, you know. And now they actually just bound to an existing design, you know, and they just have to transfer it in bricks, which is sometimes working, but sometimes also not, you know. And yeah. The Lego house, yeah, this is okay. That's in Denmark. You can go there and you can see everything about Lego there, about the history and everything. Maybe I will go there one time, but I don't know. Maybe. There are a lot of other destinations, travel destinations that I prioritize. So, Lego Technic. There we have Lego Technic. A helicopter. I don't see exactly which helicopter. As a Rettungs, it means like in German. It means like a rescue helicopter. Airbus is also licensed again. You see that a lot. That there are like brands in it. Okay, Lego Technic. And then you have this space. I see now this is actually the old Lego Space logo. And yeah. So they kind of reintroduced that and just like to show it everywhere that's a bit related to space, because we already saw it a couple of times in this catalog. But the sets, the designs, okay. This looks like a moon lander. This looks like some kind of buggy. Okay. Kind of spaceship here. And I don't know what it is. I have no idea what it is. It's the sun and the earth spinning around it on a way too small distance, of course. Yeah, so you can see the different rotations, like the earth around the sun and the moon around the earth. Okay. Then you have different cars, motorcycles. I mean, yeah, this motorcycle looks nice, but I'm not so impressed by this designs, these sets. I don't know what's missing here, but yeah. I mean, this is better. This is what I'm expecting from Lego Technic. Like trucks and like tractor and yeah, this is better. You know, with a lot of functions, and you can do stuff with it, and you can play with it also a lot. And another license for I mean, this entire video starts getting maybe like a kind of advertisement for all these brands, because they are Yes, I'm mentioning them because I see them. That's maybe what they want, huh? This is how advertisement works. Yes, but this truck with this thing on it looks nice. And these green trucks, these green vehicles look also nice. Good design. Nice color combinations. Okay. Then we have another page with licensed sets. Yes, that's a lot. There's like a Deutsche Bahn logo on it. German Railways logo. Okay. So there's like three license in one set, probably. I guess they don't put these logos on it without any deal. So that's another thing. They don't have just a set with one brand. They just try to find more brands. Hey, can you also join us? And so then they have like, I see three brands on it. On one set, okay. Yeah. I'm still this page was the best of the Lego Technic until now. Oh, that was already finished Lego Technic. And here, what is this? This is like adult. So before there was no adult. All those plans and this scale model stuff, that was not for adults, but now it's for adults. Adult builders. Okay. I mean, I think the Star Wars theme is just like 99%. The people that buy it is 99% adults, I think, right? Collectors, people, Star Wars fans. Are you even allowed to watch Star Wars when you are like younger than 16 or 14? Isn't there a lot of violence in it? So, I mean, how can you be a fan of this franchise if you're not even allowed to watch it, you know? So there's a Ferrari, all right. This is all brands, it's like full of brands. It's all brands. Crazy. So this is how how adult people are supposed to play with Lego or build it only. I don't know. Okay, Polaroid camera. Then we have birds. Okay. I have no idea what it is. Star Wars something. Like it's a diorama or something. Okay. Oh, this is from this new Dune movie. Actually, the design is nice, but then I saw also a video about this one, and it actually doesn't really look like the real one in the movie. Ornithopter. I don't know how you pronounce that. That's the name of that thing, of that vehicle. Yeah. I think we are on the last page. And I think those 2 videos of the back of the catalog actually reminds me of an IKEA catalog. It just could be like IKEA. Yeah. Yes, I wanted to say yes, this is very thick catalog, and I'm afraid this video and the previous one, the 2 parts of this catalog, these videos get a bit long again, and I'm always trying to fight against, you know, avoiding to get these long videos. But it's difficult because if I'm building or if I'm doing like a Lego catalog like this, like, you know, or big sets, you know, like, it's just, that is something that I'm trying to figure out with the next month, the next videos. How to make things more attractive, more compact, and not too long. So this was the Lego catalog, the current Lego catalog from June till December. I actually saw the previous catalog was from March till June. So they have one catalog coming in January for only 2 months. I don't know how that works, because this is basically a half year. So I was expecting the other one also to be a half year, but not. It's just only for, it's missing 2 months. So the next catalog will only be for 2 months. I don't know why they do that. If there's something special in January, February that I need another edition for. Back in the days, in the 90s, it was just like one catalog every year. And it was a bit more compact because I think they stretched this a bit with lesser sets on one page. But I still think, they have, Lego has way more sets on the product line, which is maybe a good thing, but of course, then it should also be good stuff, you know, and maybe 80% of what I saw here was not very impressive. And of course, in the 90s, there were also sets that were like not so impressive, but it's also like, of course, it's also like the memories you have about it, and maybe you liked a set that was actually not that bad, not that good, you know. And of course, the standards, you know, like are different now. Now you have so much pieces. Lego has so much pieces, so they also have to do something with it, you know. They cannot just like make a set that they did in the 90s, you know. It has to be a bit more advanced. Yes, this was the second part of browsing through this catalog. I hope you liked it, and please subscribe to my channel. It's very important to grow, and hope to see you soon in the next video, and I wish you a wonderful day. Goodbye.